involving Mexican mafia prison inmates who directed gang members on the outside.
Former 404 State District Court Judge Abel Lemus is facing 10 years to life in prison.
FBI activity. We see people in their FBI jackets walking in and out of the home. I'm just going to step aside here.
The FBI also searched county and city government buildings in Laredo today.
At exactly 5:38 a.m., a coded transmission echoed through federal headsets. Stand by. Authorization pending. The target wasn't a cartel compound. It wasn't a desert ranch guarded by gunmen. It was a judge's house. For 14 months, federal analysts had tracked an impossible pattern inside Cameron County. Every major cartel-linked defendant who appeared in one specific courtroom walked free. Not some, not most, almost all. A 92% dismissal rate. In federal justice statistics, that isn't coincidence. It's corruption. When the final authorization came from Washington, agents moved simultaneously across 3 Texas cities. Tactical units breached a luxury home in Brownsville at 5:42 a.m. The suspect was awake, standing beside his desk, phone in hand. His final message read, "They're coming. Erase everything." But nothing was erased. Inside the study, agents found sealed court files stacked beside kilogram bricks of cocaine. Hidden behind a religious painting, a reinforced wall safe concealed something far more disturbing: a black leather notebook. 27 names. Next to 18 of them, one word: resolved. As the judge was led away in handcuffs, a second team raided a ranch outside the city. Beneath a horse stable lay a steel hatch leading to a 120-meter tunnel running directly under the U.S.-Mexico border. This wasn't bribery. This was infrastructure. And the man wearing the robe wasn't protecting the law. He was protecting the pipeline. The investigation began quietly. No headlines, no sirens, just analysts in dim rooms replaying thousands of intercepted calls. The language sounded harmless. Golf tomorrow? Are the balls ready? The pro will handle it. But patterns don't lie. Every time those coded conversations occurred, a shipment crossed the border within 48 hours. Trucks passed inspections, cases collapsed in court, evidence vanished from the database. The judge's lifestyle didn't match his salary. Beachfront property, private flights, frequent cross-border travel, all unexplained. But the deeper agents dug, the worse it became. The district attorney's office was compromised. Case dismissals were coordinated before hearings even began. Defense attorneys acted as brokers, negotiating outcomes in advance. 5 border officers were flagged for suspicious crossings tied to the same trucking routes. Then came the break. Digital forensic teams uncovered encrypted messages linking the judge to Mexican mafia prison leaders, incarcerated gang commanders who controlled street crews from inside maximum security facilities. Violence outside was being directed from inside prison walls. Hit orders, witness intimidation, informant elimination, and judicial protection. The robe was camouflage. The court was a shield. The system wasn't failing, it was being used. The third raid shocked even veteran agents. An abandoned industrial office in Brownsville appeared empty for months, windows covered, no visible activity. Inside, it was operational. 6 live monitor screens streamed footage from hidden cameras positioned at border checkpoints and highway entry points. Advanced radio scanners intercepted law enforcement frequencies. The cartel wasn't reacting to police, they were watching them. Hard drives recovered from the site revealed agent movement logs, patrol routes, shift changes, surveillance locations. They even flagged aggressive investigators. One internal memo found in encrypted files contained a chilling line: "Judge approves removal." Cross-reference dates matched unsolved attacks on informants and 2 federal agents ambushed across the border years earlier. The notebook from the judge's safe aligned with these digital logs. 18 names marked resolved, 18 deaths or disappearances. The evidence painted a horrifying picture. This wasn't passive corruption, this was strategic targeting. The judge wasn't taking bribes, he was selecting victims. The final phase was launched under a classified codename, Operation Iron Verdict. Simultaneous raids were executed across 7 cities. Houston, 130 kilos of cocaine behind a warehouse false wall. Dallas, a luxury auto dealership laundering millions. Atlanta, heroin processing equipment inside a suburban home. Chicago, synthetic opioid distribution center disguised as a laundromat. Los Angeles, cash vaults holding millions in shrink-wrapped currency. 94 arrests in 48 hours. But the most critical operation took place inside a warehouse communications hub in Harlingen. As agents breached the door, suspects attempted to destroy server towers and burn documentation in metal barrels. The raid lasted 90 seconds. Data recovery lasted weeks. Recovered files mapped distribution routes stretching nationwide. The tunnel was just one artery. The courtroom was just one shield. The corruption network extended through clerks, attorneys, prison coordinators, and street lieutenants. The system had not been infiltrated, it had been purchased. The courtroom was silent on sentencing day. No robe, no authority, just an orange jumpsuit. Prosecutors laid out the full scope: racketeering, narcotics trafficking, conspiracy, obstruction, and facilitation of murder. Families of slain agents sat in the front row. One widow spoke. "My husband knew the dangers of the cartel. He never imagined the betrayal would come from inside a courtroom." The judge offered no statement, no apology, no defense. He was sentenced to life in federal prison without parole. The district attorney received over a decade behind bars. Multiple co-conspirators followed. The tunnel was filled with concrete. Court systems underwent federal audits, but investigators acknowledged a difficult truth. Corruption doesn't always wear a mask. Sometimes it wears a robe. Operation Iron Verdict became a case study taught in federal training academies, proof that organized crime doesn't always break the system. Sometimes it buys it. And sometimes the most dangerous criminals aren't hiding in the shadows. They're sitting on the bench.